Hey! Video 28. Hello, little people, Cliff viewers. Smashing. Hope you're still enjoying this. I know I am. Mind you, there's not much left, I'm afraid, for this so far, but, well, we'll have to make it last and make it best. I've put this one in. I only had a bit of information at the time that I put when I wrote down about it, even though I wanted to put more in. And I didn't manage to get a picture back in '92. So the picture I've got now, which is going to be coming up in a minute, is one that I took last year. And it's me and I suppose my brother-in-law to be, John, stood outside this place, and we kind of went in there shopping as you do. Anyway, further ado, here it is coming up in your corner now. That one. Marcway Models, fantastic shop. One of them really, really classic model shops that just get better and better and better and better and better. The original model shop itself, it was either one shop or I think it's moved. I think it was about 2 shops down when it originally was, and it was a really kind of just a one-windowed shop, like a little small shop, and the window was, you had the front window, and then it kind of curved inwards because the doorway, you had to walk in a few steps to get to the door, so the window curved around, and as a kid, you know, you just press yourself up against it and move along with it, you know, to the inside before you got to the door. There must have been different heights of kids not along the window, I think, where every kid had just like you know, gone along it like that, you know, and just stared at everything inside. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And I remember just inside where the doorway was, it was I think it was like a mosaic tile sort of effect as you walked in, with a big like wooden door, you know, with a handle across with the glass in, and it was ace. You walk in and the counter was on the left hand side, with, I think it was like glue and stuff and bits and pieces and trains and that were in the cabinet on the left hand side. And I remember on the right you had all the models, which were stacked from the floor right up to the ceiling, you know. They were all, you know, ranging from like I suppose a big triangle and not what's the other one? Can't think of the other one offhand, but Tamia as well. And they would all be stacked up, you know, all in each individual ones, and I'd just look through, and it was one of places where at Christmas, when I get like, or birthday, you know, you get a bit of money, and I'd go and, you know, spend, I think for about £1.25, you know, you could get a model airplane kit, you know, and there'd always be some paints at home that my brother had probably had. But it was ace, and when you walked in, it had that smell as well, that model shop smell of, you know, different things and boxes and solvents and stuff, and not that I sniff solvents or anything like that, don't get me wrong, but you know what I'm saying. That model sort of smelly shop when you walk in, it was great, fantastic. And I think what really makes it stand out to me is, you know, when you're a kid and you're walking somewhere, it's like, you know, we used to come from our house up Chippingham Street, you know, down by the side of Banners, go along past Hitchens, and we'd end up either going straight on down at Non-Pots Club, or we'd go left and go around the corner and go to the, you know, the Raddy Rads Club, or Radical Club, or whatever, or even Standing for Farms pub for that matter. And when you walk in, you know, you're all going out and you're all ready and you're following your parents. There's not really a lot to do. You know, you're going to go and get pop and crisps and play outside and have a laugh. But I knew when I get to this shop, it was great because I'd have to walk past it, and that was another chance. You know, I'd look in again and, you know, just stare at all the games and the toys and the trains and that, especially trains. And it'd be like, you know, a thing I'd look forward to, and I knew on the way back as well I could look in again, because you know, nobody put shutters down in them days. There was no need to, you know, like they do now. So and it was great. It was fantastic. And I remember they had 2 trains. They had one in the one like at the front of the window, which used to go backwards and forwards back then. And I'm not sure whether it had the Marcway models on there. I don't think it had advertising on it, but I'm not too sure on one of the trucks. And then it had another one that was going round, and I think that went through a tunnel and came out slightly on the other side, so it was kind of made up. And then they'd have various bits and pieces, and I you know, it's the one thing I always wanted was, you know, was a train set. You know, it was just, I don't know, I think every kid does, or every lad does, you know, type of thing. And you know, and I remember getting one year, and I think, oh, I don't know, I was about, I think it was 10 or 11, I might have been about 10, and this is when we lived up at Tipton Street at Brightside, because we'd kind of moved for a bit before we came back. And I remember having the Hornby catalogue as well. The 1978 and the 1979 Hornby catalogue. Funnily enough, I've got them again as well. I bought them off eBay not so long back, the original ones, and I was looking through, and God, is that a nostalgia budge? Looking at stuff, you know, that you looked at when you was a kid. And I remember sat on the arm of the chair, you know, saying to my dad, you know, oh, that one's alright, that has got 3 chucks weight, and that's got a HST 125 engine or steam tray. It's only 35 quid, Dad, it's not a lot for Christmas, as you do when you get cocky at that age. And my dad was like reading the paper like, yeah, it looks really good, bugger off, you know, type of thing. And I got one that Christmas, and my dad even went out and got two council boards, you know, that they used to board the windows up with, and laid them down in the main room, which was like the front room, the best room, because we only ever used the other one because that's where the coal fire was, for the, you know, obviously for the water in this house anyway. And I tacked all my track down and stuff, and I had everything, you know, all my little engine, you know, engine going round and whatnot. And I think there was a cardboard tunnel came with it as well, you know, like you used to get free, like a little flat thing used to pop out. And I remember watching Blue Peter once, and they were making this this railway tunnel, and it was like, you know, it was Leslie Judd or somebody, you know, oh, what you have to do is you get this very fine, you know, sort of like, you know, kind of a fine mesh wire, and your Umbro paints, you know, and you paint it all in nice colours and stick bits to it and whatnot. And I thought, I'll make one of these, but that stuff's a bit too, you know, I suppose, posh to have. So I had chicken wire off next door's Rabbit Touch, which they didn't use no more, right, and green gloss paint. Now, this was probably used to kind of paint one at doors, either the bog door or the outside gate, but I know we had a tin of green gloss somewhere, or windowsills for that matter. And it was like this huge thing with this wire kind of bending over, which wouldn't sit straight, you know, because you couldn't pin it or anything. And put paper mache over the top, or newspaper as you do, and slapped all this green, you know, emulsion, which was probably, not emulsion, gloss paint, which was probably half on my hands, half on the bloody carpet, and half everywhere else. And I don't think it lasted that long, because I don't think it quite sat right with the track. But I just wanted to put that in, because I remember that. That's fun, you know, it made me chuckle, that did. But, yeah, but just a lovely model shop, just great. What I'll do is I'll stop this one, and I'm going to put a part 2 on this one because I'm on a roll now. Marcway Models, fantastic model shop. Part 2.